Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, what's good, my people and the Bolt fam? How you guys doing? Hey, uh, hey, my name's Kyle. I'm with the Bolt Bros. I think if you guys have seen my show a little bit a couple times, every Thursday night I like to do the Madden simulation, um, for the game, and it's pretty fun. Obviously, while we're doing this, we just sit and chat. Yeah, and we like to just have a good time and sit back and relax while the simulation goes, as you see it in the corner over there. But yeah, yeah. So let's start with the first things first. I'm not sure if you guys are all aware, but there has been a death in the Bolt fam recently, and sadly, it was the father of the legendary Junior Seau. Yeah, a lot of people just call him Papa Seau. 5'5", 5'5" Papa. And it's been a huge tragedy because obviously we know that Junior's gone and his brother's gone and now his dad's gone. So before we get started on doing anything, I feel like it would be appropriate for all of us to just take a moment of silence. 5 for 10 seconds, just to just remember the good times that we had with Junior Seau and with his family, and pay the respects that he deserves for this loss. So let's just get started. Let's just do that right now. And I'll start. Yeah, I'm not sure about all you guys, but for me, Junior Seau is my favorite player of the Chargers of all time. Second would be LT. Mainly because Junior Seau was the reason why I became a Chargers fan. He got drafted soon after I, started liking him and actually started paying attention. And he was just so electrifying to watch out there on the field. And of course, my third favorite player would be Sean Merriman. So that's right, guys. I'm seeing some respects out there for Merriman. Some prayers out there, and Wildcat saying 5-5. That's right. Yeah. So it's a sad day for the Bolt fam. But hey, and hopefully that could give the players a bit of motivation as well into the playoffs to take that and win this game with the Jaguars, and just to take us through the playoffs. So let's just go. Rest in peace. We'll get this thing going. Now, on to some little business here before we get started. Yes, so this weekend, obviously, we all know it's a big game coming up. It's the playoffs. The first one that we've had since 2018 season. Technically, it was 2019 that we had the playoff game. And we won that game. We're going to win this game as well, I feel like. So, just throwing that out there. Just a quick little prediction. Yeah, we're going to win this game. So, but there's a lot of watch parties out there. If you're not going to the game at Jacksonville Jaguars, unfortunately, I can't quite make it. I just got back from a vacation myself. So, I'm kind of tapped out as far as vacation time goes. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so here in LA, the best party and the best place to go watch the game will be at Tom's in downtown LA. Most of all of Thunder Alley going to be out there. We're going to be turning it up. Get there early is very, very much recommended. And Los Rayos is really put it together. The Chargers doll is going to be there. Bolt Pride Worldwide. Quite a few people are going to be there. It's going to be amazing, guys. So, I don't know if you saw the video of last time. I believe it was the game that actually secured us into the playoffs. with our win, and it was electrifying. It was like Bolt God was there. There's some Instagram influencers were there. Sugar Bolt Pride was out there. It was amazing. Like, if you've ever been to Thunder Alley, this is basically going to be Thunder Alley. In downtown LA. I highly recommend you guys be out there. And if you haven't been to Thunder Alley, then you're missing out, man. And if you want to get a taste of Thunder Alley, come to this party. Come to this watch party, and you'll have a good time. I guarantee it. It ain't going to be some weak Saturday night for you guys. So Tom's in downtown LA if you're here in the Los Angeles area. So, yes, sir. Hey, what's up, Andrew? How you doing, brother? Yeah, I'm having a good time. I'm just doing this stream right now, Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm seeing the chat there. Let's get this win. Oh, shoot. I didn't realize that Elvis Presley's daughter Lisa Marie passed away. Oh, my gosh. Man, that is super tragic. I don't think she was that much older than me. She may have been your age, Andrew. Dang. That's wild. That's wild, man. Too many celebrity deaths today. Anyhow, but the other thing is that too is my brothers, James and Andrew, they are out posted up in Arizona, and they will be going to the bar that we were at before, called the Ainsworth in Arizona. It'll be a good time. And I believe all of us bros are trying to actually set up a way for both of us to have our live stream going at the bar. And what we'll probably do is we'll probably have a little, just like we did before, we'll do 30 minutes before, or maybe an hour before and a little bit into the game. And then we'll start before the end of the game as well. That's what I'm hoping that we will do. And we're still trying to work out the details on all that. I'm not 100% that it's going to be possible, but we're going to try to make it happen. And if it does happen, you just keep your eye on it. If you're not going to be in LA or Arizona, highly recommend it. That if you're in either one of those two places, to go to the Ainsworth, where there's going to be a big watch party there with all the Arizona Bolt Pride 602 people, or if you're going to be out there in downtown LA, Tom's is going to be where it's at. So, but like I said, if you aren't in these areas, you will be able to join us, all three of us Bolt Bros, because we're probably going to try to set up a live stream, and we'll be having a good time, just like we did before in the previous game. We thought that was super fun. It was super creative. We love to do it. Let's just try and make it happen. So, on to a little bit of news, though. I did see in the chat that someone is saying, Ali Ross, you say that Mike is not playing? Well, that's not confirmed, my friend. It's showing as questionable right now. Yes, he did have some back spasms in the last game, and that was a bit of a problem, of course. And no one wants to play with back spasm. And we all know. I don't know if you've ever had a back injury. That sucks. You actually don't realize how much your back is important to all of your movements, because, good Lord, man, the back is such a important part. You get hurt, your back hurt, man, you're done. You just want to lay down, just not do anything all week. So currently, he is not practicing at the moment, and so if he does not practice on, today he didn't practice. That's not a good sign. But Friday, if he doesn't practice, he's definitely not playing, and that's not going to be good for us at all. So, but hey, Josh Palmer really stepped up, and DeAndre Carter, man, he stepped up a lot too. I think we do have still plenty of weapons behind him, so that way we can just keep moving forward and keep our momentum going. So, I don't know. It might be a red herring, and it might just be a Trojan horse to say that Mike Williams is not going to play and have him play the last minute, and I think that's fine. So I'm looking forward to it, and a lot of players are actually expecting him to play as well. So, and I'm in that camp as well. So, hey, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. And what I'm really curious about is Joey Bosa. I want to make sure that he's playing out there and he's actually doing a good time, good as well. Yeah. Okay, Nico. All right, let me answer that one in a moment. So before we, while we're actually playing the game and stuff, so let's just get that started. All right. We out here. Yes, I do want to spectate. All right, so it's a simulation. It's exhibition. We're doing 10 minutes. The stadium is the Jaguars stadium, and it's going to be a night game. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Okay. So, Nico, yeah. So you are saying that, or asking, who do you think the X factor is going to be for this game? So that actually kind of depends. I mean, we have a lot of X factors on this team. So I think it very well. I'm gonna see if I can pump up the volume here. There you go. Get some volume. Yeah, there you go. Now we got it. Got a little bit of action here on the sound, but it's not drowning me out, I hope. So just let me know in the comments if the game sound is too loud. So yeah. So what I believe is who's going to be the X factor of this game is, of course, as always, going to be. I think special teams is going to be the one of the X factors in this thing, and I think Cameron Dicker is going to he's going to just make it happen, because look, let's be honest, 90% of all playoff games are won by a field goal. There's usually 4 points at maximum for a lot of things. And I think our game is actually going to be very close. It's going to be kind of a nail biter for sure. A heart attack in the happening. So I'm telling everybody on Twitter right now, eat your Cheerios this week, baby, because it's going to be a freaking. We're going to need to have some healthy hearts for this game. That's all I gotta say. It is just crazy to me how how this season has shook out. So. And, yeah, I mean, thinking about that a little bit more, who the X factors are. So special teams, definitely Cameron Dicker. He's going to have, some solid situations going on. Okay, I'm just checking out a little bit. It looks like, according to my specs, the game's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty solid. On my screen, it's actually kind of jittery. But it's looking really good for you guys, so that's what matters. That's what really matters here, folks. Okay, yeah. So what I was saying, and then who's going to be an X factor on defense is probably going to be Michael Davis. Look, say what you want about him from last year and stuff like that, but we picked up J.C. Jackson to kind of pick up where he slacked last year, but J.C. Jackson was on fire this year, bros. Look, he's like one of the he's honestly, to me, I think he's defensive player comeback of the year. Absolutely. Because ever since he got into the game and he took over for J.C. Jackson, I think he's actually been ahead of the position. He apparently PFF has shown that Michael Davis is the corner. He was the leader since that week that he jumped in. He's the top of his class, and that's thing. But he didn't get a Pro Bowl selection. That's kind of annoying to me. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. Pro Bowl is in a lot of ways, in my mind, a popularity contest. But that's just what I think. So I don't know. You guys can think how you want about it. I feel like since it's like a voting system, that's kind of what's going on. And of course, when it comes to the offense, I think Joshua Kelly's going to have an interesting game as well. Yes, we all know that Justin Herbert and Austin Eckler are gonna ball out, and they're gonna put up points and stuff like that. But I think some of the difference makers are gonna be Joshua Kelly. So I'm looking forward to seeing that because I really like Joshua Kelly a lot. I know he's had a bit of a rough start, and he doesn't get as many carries or reps as we think he should. But I think he's actually going to be a huge factor in this game in us getting this W. So yeah, those are my 3 players I think for sure that we might actually see. It's going to be family, trust, respect. You know what I'm saying? That's right. Yeah, baby. We always work in 3s here with us Bolt Bros. Okay, so Carlos agrees. He will travel with the team according to Staley, so I say he's playing. Yes, sir. That's right. Justin Herbert will throw all over Jags secondary. Yeah, so one of their cornerbacks is actually super good. Like, I just saw an Instagram post that was showing that he is actually one of their post or cornerbacks. Basically, is a top tier cornerback. And I didn't even realize that, but he's like a tackling leader. So I'm a little concerned about that. Obviously he's just all over the field. It's like, kind of like that. So I don't know. But and what was concerning to me about that post is that none of our players are actually top tier players according to that post, which is really frustrating and shocking to me to think that some of these Chargers players are not, playing at the level that they should be playing. So it is what it is. So I don't know. Not happy to see that, but whatever. Stats are stats. A player is not defined by their stats, and that's kind of what I really like to drive home on. And a lot of people do emphasize on stats so much more, because here's the real truth about statistics in my head. Is that obviously there are some tiers of stats. Some stats are better than other stats. Number 1 is wins. You got to get those wins, and it doesn't really matter like how many yards Justin Herbert throws. It doesn't matter how many touchdowns he's got. As long as we get that win, that's what matters. To move on from the Jags to the next game. So, and and a lot of times we win by there's that other saying that we like to say, we lose big and we win barely. So, but hey, we had one big win this week or this season, and it was the definitive win that launched us into the playoffs, and that was well needed and well deserved and well timed. So, yeah, yes, offense, not our office. Got it. I have a feeling, Toby says, I have a feeling it might be a blowout the way our defense has clicked recently. Toby, that actually might be true. I feel like, hey, what's up, UCF Jaguar? How you doing? Sorry, I'm a little bit behind on the chat, but I appreciate you being here. Like, we're watching the game, and we're examining what possibilities could be in the near future. And by the way, guys, we are very excited to have a show with UCF Jaguar tomorrow. It'll be 3 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Eastern time. It's going to be good times, and we're ready for this thing. Unfortunately, I'm going to be at work, and I won't be able to actually join the stream. I will be in the chat, and I'll be kind of making comments and stuff like that here and there. But both my bros, James and Andrew, are going to be there. They're going to be, having a good time, just chatting about the game. And luckily, UCF Jaguar has confided in me, not really confided, but he has told me that he is going to the game, and I am peanut butter and jealous. You know what I'm saying, guys? Yeah. So, all right. But yeah. So join us for that one. So we're gonna have our show at 3 o'clock on our turf, but then for 30 minutes, and then UCF Jaguar, we're gonna get on his show for 30 minutes on his turf. So it's gonna we're doing a little different there, It's gonna be kind of fun. So we'll bring some questions, and then he'll bring some questions and save some for that too. So it'll be fun. Okay. But then Toby's saying that he thinks that it might be a blowout. It's all good. Yeah. Yeah. So Carlos, I see, and I agree with Carlos. And I believe it's gonna be a shootout because this has been Trevor Lawrence's best year in football so far. And so I think that he's going to actually have an amazing game with us, unless our defense steps up. And they're going to have to step up because Trevor Lawrence he's balling out this year. And I've actually, been saying this for a while now too. But I do think that I don't care. We got a guy in here just beating the drum about Trump. That's whatever, dude. I don't care. Like this isn't really a political a chat, but hey, whatever. Yeah. So I think Trevor Lawrence actually has a lot of upward potential for sure. So I think that he actually could be an elite tier quarterback in the near future, as long as he has some targets and he's got the right offensive coordinator there. Man, I think he's going to be up there. I think we're going to see a lot more Trevor Lawrence in the near future, man. I mean, and like in the AFC South, man, that's going to be a division that's going to be up for grabs between the Titans and the Jaguars for a couple years now. So, and I'm excited. I'm really excited for the Jaguars to start showing up more. You know, like they're one of those young teams, and they got a good quarterback now, and all they need is good receivers, and like they might be pretty good, and like I can see them doing much better next year. So, yeah. Yo, what's up, Jorge? How you doing, buddy? Boat Bros, let's go. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Stop this fan. This is true, Kyle. Okay, Trump. I guess. I guess you're a Trump fan. Why? Yeah. Please don't feed the trolls. Yeah. Yeah. Don't show him attention. That fuels him. Don't feed the trolls. Yeah, that's right. Hey, you know. I mean, if you want, I can put him on slow. I can slow him down here. Let me just slow him down. Oh, you know what? Okay. How do I? Yeah, it's whatever. I don't really care, guys. I mean, hey, you know what? Sometimes comments actually drive traffic, right? So I don't know. But yeah, like honestly, like I said, I really hate politics with a passion. I mean, honestly, one of the biggest reasons why I got into this whole channel is because I don't want to talk about politics. I know of a lot of people that do talk about politics all the time, like, and I'm just like, I don't care. You know, that ain't my thing. Like, politics is not something I give interest to. I would much rather sit here and talk about the Chargers or football in general or whatever else is going on, like, in sports besides politics. Yeah, I get it. Politics affects all of us, you know, but like, hey, that's not my area of expertise. Like, I don't use any headspace here for politics. There's not a whole lot up here anyways, and so why would I want to spend it on politics? Whatever. Not my thing. You know? Oh, well, hey, what's up, Bull Babes? Hey, I didn't. Yeah, sorry, I saw you in there. I thought I read one of your comments. It's all good. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for being my biggest fan, I guess. You know, so that's cool. Yeah, you know, I just like to. You know, I like to hang out. Hey, what's up, Aether? How you guys doing? Yeah, it's good to see you here, buddy. The return guy is 39 is above average player. Okay. What's the name of the return guy for the Jaguars? I don't really know myself. George Washington, Abraham Lincoln. That's right. Oh, I see, Sea-Dog. You're trying to battle with the Trump fan. Yeah. Hey, well, you know what's kind of funny? I mean, obviously, you know we have the Let's Go Brandon shirts that we got on our stores. But it's a Let's Go Brandon Staley. It's a little funny thing. Yeah, so I guess we do have a little bit of a political tinge here in our stream, but it's not really to the same extent at you know that a lot of people do. Like this guy. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here like and just go start screaming "Let's go Brandon," you know. Jay Herbo versus T-Law, the battle of great hair. Hey, Carlos, so that's what I'm gonna say. That is possibly the real battle that we have here on the on this game. It has nothing to do with football. It has everything to be with everything to do with the hair. You know what I'm saying? The hair. That's all what it is. Okay, so Toby's asking, if you had to bet on it, do you think Mike Dubs will play? If so, will it be limited? Yes, Toby. If I had to bet on this, I'm 1,000% betting that Mike Dubs is going to play. Look, the guy's a competitor. And this game is for all the marbles. Look, I saw an interview today that Justin Herbert was asked the question, because is there any added fire to this game as there is in the rest of the rest of the season? And he gave us a very humble answer, and he said, no, we're acting like this is just another game. And that would kind of insinuate that there is not as much fire in the rest of the regular season, but there is. They play to 100%. And the truth is, like, that's probably a bit of cap. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a playoff game. This game is a win or lose situation. Win or go home, no matter what. And the Jaguars just got a touchdown. Whatever. That's all right. That's all right. It's just a simulation, guys. It's all a lie. So, so here's the truth: is that yes, Mike Williams, he is going to play, and I'm gonna bet money on that. And sure, he might be on a snap count a bit. He may play more on that third down situation, second or third down, and I would be fine with that. Fine if he wants to do just second and third down, and potentially fourth down situations, but for the most part, I would definitely take that bet. I'm totally fine with that. Weston Werbert says, I'm not confident about this game. Mike Dub is hurt. The defense looks sus, and Eck was awful going into this. Okay, Weston, I am 100% confident about this game, and because Mike Dub is hurt. Yes, he's not really practicing right now, but I really think that's just all a red herring. I think he's actually going to be fine, and he's going to play. That's kind of what I just said. But yes, the defense looked sus, but the reality is it was not sus to me. It just looked like to me that the defense just did not agree with Brandon Staley's choice to not. To not sit the starters. I think 1,000% that they were just kind of like, what the F are we even doing out here? So they didn't want to play at full speed. I felt like, and I felt like that may have been more of the game plan, because here's the truth. Brandon Staley sat his players for the Bears in the 2018-2019 season, and they didn't in the wild card round or before the wild card round, and they did not. They came out flat after that game, and so we don't want that to happen here at all. So I believe that actually this game, Brandon Staley was in the mindset that he didn't want that to happen again, so he showed up and made it happen. And he's like, you know what? No, we're gonna play, but I don't want you guys all to play at full speed and at full strength and stuff like that. Yes, they probably wanted some game time reps. I felt like that they probably could have played, a little bit under in order to just reserve some of their strengths. And the downside is that, some players still got hurt. But I think everything's going to be fine. We're going to be fine. We're playing. Because, look, guys, this is the playoffs. It's win or go home. We don't want to be those one-pump chumps like the freaking Raiders were last year. Nah, that ain't us. That ain't us. Family, trust, respect is us. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we gotta get this game, and then likely the likely scenario is that if we win this game, and the Bengals and the Bills win this game, then we'll be playing the Chiefs. It would be really interesting if one of the other wild card teams do win, because then they would play the Chiefs, and so that would be really wild as well. And then we would have to play that, either the Bengals or the Bills. I don't know whichever one. And of those two, I would probably prefer to see the Bengals because I feel like the Bills are just super hot. However, here's the downside too. A lot of people say, "Oh, we already beat Joe Burrow twice," but that's a dangerous thought because we already and it's literally it's a two-way street, guys. Here, yeah, we say we lost to the Chiefs twice already, and we always say, "Oh, it's really hard for a team to lose to another team 3 years in a row." Well, that's the case for the Bengals. We beat them two times in a row now. And so we're having a confidence in being able to beat the Bengals, but we're also having a confidence in the ability that we can beat the Chiefs, even though we lost to the Chiefs twice already. So that's the problem that I have right now, is that I feel like that we might have more of a better chance to beat the Chiefs than we do the Bengals. And we don't really know the Bills very well, but that could be a really interesting game, and that would be a cold game for sure. Anyways, but yeah, and then Eck was awful going into this. Okay, so that's the last thing I wanted to say about Weston Herbert. So I 100% look, Austin Eckler is not being used as a running back. That's the fact. And that's why he was not selected in the Pro Bowl, because he was not a running back. He's a wide back. I'm just gonna make up my own damn thing. He's a wide back. So, because like our run game is actually that short pass game. So that way he doesn't have to run through those big ass linemen, you know. Yeah, he looks a little awful, but like I said, I feel like a lot of the players were playing at, maybe 70 to 80% speed to reserve their strength. So that's kind of what I'm saying. And bottom line is, I'm confident that our team is good enough to beat the Jags. Because of that. Okay, so sorry getting to your question now, Aether. I'm sorry, just moving through the chat a little slow tonight. So, what do you think about tomorrow night? What do you mean? You mean Saturday night, right? Or is there games tomorrow night? I don't know if there is or not. Yeah. So for Saturday night, yeah. Like I'm 100. I'm super stoked. I'm especially stoked to go to Tom's, and hang out with Thunder Alley, and we're gonna turn up. We're gonna have a good time that night, and it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be super fun to watch. So super fun to be out there. Yeah. So, Weston Herbert, you are not injured anymore. You have a healthy team. We will win. Yes, I can't see the Chargers letting the Jags win this game. Palmer needs to step up. That's so true, though, HH4. Yeah. Palmer has been stepping up all year, though, and so he's actually doing such a good job. Oh, here we go. Dick. Let's go. The kick is deep by Cameron Dicker. Big Dicker energy, baby. Let's go. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Okay. Yeah, so, but Palmer has stepped up all season. And, yeah, he may have dropped a couple passes here and there, but he's actually been really good for the team. And, yes, he's going to have to step up and actually take over for Mike Williams, potentially, on a couple of snaps here and there. And I think he's going to be able to do a good job. And, so he actually might be one of those X factors as well for the game. So, yes, I do believe Bosa's going to get a sack this game. If not, probably 1.5 sacks, I'm gonna say. And then Khalil Mack, I think he might get 2. That's right. We're gonna see 1.5 sacks from Bosa and 2 from Khalil Mack, and potentially a Sebastian Joseph Day sack, and potentially a half sack from Kyle Van Noy. I'm excited, man. Hey, we're gonna see. And we might even see a sack from Derwin James. I don't know. This is going to be sacks on stacks, baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you know what? And we're probably going to see, for this game, I think we'll probably see 8 tackles for losses. So, because, our defensive line is actually, our defense is looking so good right now. Look, yeah, we fell a little flat this last game, but the game didn't matter. And I think mentally, even though Brandon Staley, like I said, even though Brandon Staley did want his players to play out there, I think mentally they were all out of out of the out of it mentally. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I feel like. So. Right. So Kirk, their wide receiver, can be trouble because of his speed. Yes, you're right there. Yeah, they got some good wide receivers out there on their team right now. So I think we have to keep that be aware of that. They got some really fast wide receivers, and I think Zay Jones was one of their mid-season pickups, and since they got him, they've actually been really good. And so that's realistically all Trevor Lawrence needed. It seems like was just a freaking amazing target like that. So yeah, Carlos, I'm really tired of hearing injury talk as well. We are healthy, and the only one is Mike Dubb. He's gonna be okay, and we are good people. Bolt the F up. That's right. Yes, right. I'm right with you, Carlos. I am right there with you, baby. Let's go. You know, like I'm sick of this. Oh, Mike is hurt. It's like, look, I understand why people are like that, because we are a damaged fan base in a lot of ways. You know, we've experienced a lot of trauma, and I feel like after Marty Schottenheimer, like we've actually been on a downward spiral for a while. You know, like, and it's just been it's been a tough couple years since that 2006 season. It's been really bad. So, yeah. So we're good. We are good going into this this playoff game, and at the same time, the Jags are good too. And yeah. So like, and I'll say this. Okay. So I'll say I think we have two edges here right now. The Jags, they had to win basically every single game going in after like week 14. So that's a lot of games that they had to win in order to make sure that they got into the playoffs. And now they got to keep winning in order to get far. Uh-oh, guys. All right. I'm a little concernicus right now because apparently my computer battery is showing that it is low, even though I'm plugged in. So if I lose you guys, I'm so sorry. But the stream might get cut off. I hope not, but I'm gonna do everything I can over here to make sure that I can still stay on. Hey, so yeah, I'm plugged in. But it's not. I'm basically like, you know, gonna be. I'm dangling on a thread here, baby, like that, just like the Chargers, how they play. You know what I'm saying? Well, we'll see what happens. Anyways, I'm whatever it is. Yeah. Yeah. Of course I did, Steve, because you know, like, because they were riding the couch. And by the way, Steve, I had to bring the Raiders up because literally, like, my Instagram just blows up all the time because I talk smack about the Raiders, and like they always get up in my chat and just like say, oh, they got 3 rings, oh, they got this, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Their trophies are dusty, man. Like, you know, they're about as old as I am, you know, and I'm sure like half of the fan base has never even seen a winning season from the Raiders again. So, like, you know, they ain't got no hope to live. So that's all I'm saying. That's right, Carlos. We gotta think positive all the time. Saying C-Dog, okay, you responded to this thing saying we're healthy isn't technically true. Our injury report looks great, but it doesn't list all the guys that we have on IR. It also doesn't include Slater, but yeah, we're relatively healthy. I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, however, I will say this though, C-Dog. Richie Riche from the Wild Wild West podcast has pointed out that the Broncos have been historically the most injured team in the end of the season every single year for the past like 10 years. They've on average had about 16 players on IR by the end of the year, and which is super tragic. Let's go. Who liked it? What's up, Nelson? How you doing, baby? Yes, that's what's up. Thank you for liking. I need to actually get a different little thing for that. I don't know how to change it. It's just a little like dinosaur guy. I think it's like a default thing. I need to figure out something there. Anyhow. Yes. So you're right. You're right, Carlos. We can't be Debbie Downers. We can't. We gotta stay up. Keep our head up. You know. 4th and inches, and we don't go for it. Madden is broken. Yeah, I know. Madden sucks. The play calls here are just pretty terrible. I don't know. But hey, so I'll say this though. By the way, Sea Dog. After the season is over, you know, Super Bowl or whatever however deep we get, I'm gonna like replay the whole season, and I'm gonna do the Madden thing, and I'll play it. I don't know if and so that'll be one thing. But I'm also going to do. I have the Quest 2 NFL Pro era thing, and that'll be really fun. And like me and my brother Andrew will probably play together. We'll be playing, you know, the Madden game, and we'll have a good time, and like we'll try and record that and you know, get that up, and so everyone can actually watch us acting crazy and doing stupid stuff in the football game. So that'll be really fun. Something that we can do in the off season, you know. So let's see. All the pressure is on the Jags because their fans are 100% confident they will win. You know, and Weston Werbert, you know, like, it's kind of true though. A lot of people are actually saying that, you know, they think that T. Law is better than Win Herbert. You know, it's like, I mean, that's just crazy talk here. You know, like, I mean, look, like, I think Trevor Lawrence is good, but he's not at the level that we are right now. So that's kind of where I'm at. And I know if UCF Jaguars here in our stream, we you know, we can definitely you know, have that kind of that disagreement later on as well. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure that he's happy with Trevor Lawrence. We're pretty happy with Justin Herbert. That's kind of, you know, the difference maker is really going to be the coaching. You know, what Doug Peterson has done for this Jaguars team by making them, you know, taking a, you know, last in the league team to now a playoff team. That's huge. Doug Peterson might actually be a strong candidate for Coach of the Year because of that alone. So I will pay respect where respect is deserved, you know. So I will 100% say that, you know, totally fine. Yeah, Sea Dog, I'll say this. I think we are no more injured than any other NFL team at this point in the season. So it's not an excuse. You're absolutely right. There is no excuse for a team to have a pity party, you know, to be like, hey, you know, oh, we're injured, so we can't win. Nah. You know, just like Eckler said earlier, like, it's not an excuse. We have to find a way to win no matter what the situation goes. And no matter what players are out there, they have to figure out a way to win. And that's the goal of any competitor, and that's the goal of any one player in the NFL. And I back that statement up 1,000%. Yeah. So Aether, okay, getting to your comment now, Aether. This is my thoughts. First, everyone overlooking our coach. Second, everyone is overlooking our coach. Second, people keep talking about the Jags coach winning the Super Bowl with the Eagles. That's totally different team. Eagles was stacked, not the Jags. You're absolutely right. You know, like, so yeah, everyone's crapping on Brandon Staley, and I don't like that. Even our own community, people are crapping on Brandon Staley, and that's not fair to him. Hey, look, the fact is, yes. Here, let's talk about our coaching for a minute. The fact is this: we would not have the team that we have today if it was not for Brandon Staley. Because look what he did this offseason. Yeah, last season, you know, he had a bit of a rough thing. He figured out what the team needed, and then he went after it this second season. We were super aggressive in that offseason. To pick up Khalil Mack, to pick up J.C. Jackson, to pick up Kyle Van Noy, to pick up Troy Reader, to pick up Sebastian Joseph Day. Dude, we picked up a freaking star-studded team. These are all very good players, very experienced players, and because of that, look, Kyle Van Noy has been probably the dark night of the off season where we picked him up, and I am super stoked on him. Yes, J.C. Jackson, he was kind of a bust for right now, but we got him for a couple years. I'm excited to see what happens next season. That's all right. And despite there are some times, of course, that Brandon Staley does give us all heart attacks. That's why I made that reel on Instagram about that. Let me show you something. Like where the guy, like with the sound bite where the guy's like he's about to get thrown over the edge. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Freaking out. It's because we're all freaking out. Because he's going for it on fourth and in our side of the ball. Or whatever. And it's crazy. Yes, it's absolutely crazy. But he's a freaking genius. And he knows what he's doing, and he believes in his team, and I'm super stoked on it. Yeah. So. And I will admit this, and I've kind of been saying this in the chat, and the comments down below. A lot of people are still bagging on Joe Lombardi, but I'll say this about Joe Lombardi: if it wasn't for Joe Lombardi, Justin Herbert would not have the records and that he has today. He wouldn't have those over 4,000 seasons that he's been having. He wouldn't have over 101 touchdowns in the season. Joe Lombardi's offense relies heavily on the quarterback, and Justin Herbert is stepping up to the plate to make sure that we're winning games. So I admit Joe Lombardi does make some dodo calls and makes some some really bad play calls and stuff, but that's actually not that's not Justin Herbert's choice, and it's not his it's not his responsibility to change the call every single time. He's making the best of what he's given, and look at what's happening. He's got over 4,000 yards passing. He's got 25 touchdowns on the year, and he's doing well. And we're now in the playoffs. So, yes, for me though, you all know me, I'm mostly critical for. There you go, baby! Yeah, we got a touchdown. Yeah, boy, that's right. Justin Herbert ran that touchdown in. He got that, baby. He got them legs. Man, that's what's up. Justin Herbert is a GOAT maybe for the Chargers. Hey, you know what? I don't know. The sky's the limit for this guy, I'm just really excited to see what he's got cooking, for this game. Yes, okay, so, and then HH4 kind of follow up this thing too. And I was going to say, y'all know me, I'm highly critical of Tom Telesco. He's the guy that I feel like that has really, realistically not been the best general manager for the team. He's young. He still has got a lot to learn too, but he has really good first round draft picks, but everything else of that has been kind of crap. Obviously Jerry Tillery was definitely a massive bust, but a lot of the other players that he picks up in the late rounds have also been kind of busts, and so obviously because of that we have pretty bad depth because of him, I feel like. So that's why I'm critical of Tom Telesco. And yeah, so we just got to see that, but then again, a player's mentality is if this is their opportunity, and if they can actually make it happen, then that's it. Yeah. Yeah. So DZ, hey, what's up, DZ? Haven't seen you in a while. Sorry, I'm really slow on the chat today. Gonna need to get after Trevor early. Titans didn't go get him until the fourth quarter. Yeah, you know what? And that's when it doesn't matter anymore. Yes, we need to be fast and up front all the time. Lawrence has been bailed out by his defenses so much in his stretch. He's made a lot of mistakes. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence is he's look, yeah, we need to get to him. We need to get in his face. We need to get into his face early, to really just kind of shake him up a bit, and really just make him realize that his line is not going to be able to hold back Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack at the same time, or Kyle Van Noy coming in from the side, from the middle. You know what I'm saying? That's just gonna have to be what it is. Big shots, 12. Our two weaknesses is usually the worst to have in the playoffs: bad run defense and offense. Well, I mean, big shots. Here, I'll say this. So yeah, our run defense has stepped up quite significantly since week 14. So I'm not too concerned about that anymore. But then our offense on the run game, sure, we don't have much of a run game, but our run game is our short pass game. So we have a different situation because we don't have a running back. We got a wide back. Let's go. Weston Warburg. I'm worried about the running game. You know, like it's 3 yards of carry is bad and one-dimensional. Yeah, you know, like that is. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. Our run game is pretty abysmal. But hey, look, like I really realistically also feel like that we're running a different type of run game, and it's very much that short pass game. And so, yeah, we can just run it straight up the gut. But I mean, we can also just pass it, over to the flat, and get more yards that way too. So that's kind of what I think. I mean, I understand everyone's kind of leery about stuff, but that's not the game that we're playing. Joe Lombardi's offense is a little bit different, and it's different from what we're used to seeing traditionally. So I don't know. I'm not saying I'm getting on the Joe Lombardi bandwagon, but I'm just saying I'm starting to understand more of what he's doing. So yeah. C-Dog, yeah, I saw a stat last year that said we were like number 3 on that list over time. So we're not the most, but we're certainly not one of the most in the league. But it seems like to be the key. Oh yeah, so you're talking about the injury thing, yeah. Yeah. So Bolt Babes 101. How do you guys think the coaching team is preparing this team for the game on Saturday? Oh, that's a good question. So honestly, I feel like the coaching. Here we go, guys. Yeah, all right, hold on a sec. Yeah, we're at the halftime report. So the halftime, we got 17-7. We actually, I think the play of the game right now so far is probably that they were in the red zone. They were getting ready to score, but we actually got that interception, and then we drove it back down the field to actually get a score. That's what's up. That could have been the difference of the game. And I think that could be, honestly, actually, funny enough, this is kind of what I was predicting that maybe the game should actually end up being. I was kind of thinking that maybe I would like to see us get 2 touchdowns and a field goal in the half, and then hold them to one touchdown before the half. And so this could actually be how I'm actually predicting the game to go. So I don't know. Let's see what happens to the rest of this game. So. Anyways, okay, back to the Bolt Babes question. How do you guys think the coaching team is preparing this team for the game on Saturday? Yeah, so I 100% believe that Brandon Staley is coaching them just a little bit more like what he was, the same way he was coaching every other game this year. They're setting up their plays, whatever their 15 scripted plays are going to be, and they're kind of figuring out where the weaknesses are for the Jaguars and where the strengths are, and they're playing against and towards those, because that's what good teams do. Look, like I 100% believe in the Bill Belichick and Tom Brady system that was during their dynasty thing. We see that. I remember watching specifically a lot of times in the press conferences and stuff. People were asking Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, like what they thought about the game here and there and stuff like that. And a lot of the times they're like, yeah, I think we played pretty great. I think we executed well. I'm just really, I'm already starting to think about the next game, and I'm already starting to think about the, how we can beat, XYZ team or whatever, what it is. Like every single time, that was his answer. Because in my opinion, the game only matters until up until the clock hits 0. Literally this week it's all about Jags. It's all about Jags until that clock hits 0, and then next game. That's it. I'll maybe celebrate for maybe an hour or two, whatever, because we got the win. We've got to have a little bit of fun here and there, but it's all business from that point on. I'm gonna start figuring out what the other team did, the team that we're playing next did, and we're just gonna have a good time, and we're just gonna start practicing, start figuring out what they did, what they do, and like what's their strengths are, who I'm gonna go up against, all that stuff. Figure out, this ain't checkers, this is chess, mofos. You gotta plan ahead. You gotta be like 5 steps ahead of the next team. So give them that little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So realistically, I think they're also probably kind of reviewing some of their own tape from the last time they met. But I think that also was a different Jags team as well. So you can't really look at that. Look, the NFL is a week-to-week thing. James and I actually talked about this a lot too, and this is kind of what always kills us about a lot of like players that always talk crap about the Chargers. It's like they always bring up the past and the history and stuff like that. Look, it doesn't matter what a team did last week. It doesn't matter what a team did last year. It doesn't matter what a team did 10 years ago. It matters what a team is doing now. Like in a lot of ways, the NFL. I mean, yes, we all know it stands for not for long in realistic terms, because what happens in the past doesn't matter. What happens now is what matters. Because look, this is playoffs. We win this game, we're out, or we keep going. If we lose this game, we out. So that's what's important. What's important is what's in front of you, not what's behind you. And it's always forward, never backwards. Hey, James and Andrew are both in sales. I'm not. And so because they're in sales, they have that same mentality that, performance now is what matters more than performance then. So that's what I'm excited for, and that's kind of what I'm thinking more about with this game. So like we can't really look at the tape for what they did that previous game because we know they're going to change it. And if they don't change it, they're just completely idiots. Then we know what they're going to do. So, yeah. So, Aether, okay, going on. Oh, yeah, baby. Got a Mike Will touchdown right there. See, I'm telling you guys, Mike Will's going to be in this game. He's going to make it happen, We're going to see him do the dubby. Mike Dubby, baby. Yeah. I don't know what I'm saying. Weston Werbert, our O-line is sus week to week. Look, if Corey Lindsey goes out, we're completely effed. That's it. Game over, basically. Yes, Steve Doyle, yeah. I think you were responding to Brandon Staley's how his influence on the draft was great, and you're right. Absolutely was. We got so many good players. Weston Werbert says, if our defense didn't play like the 2002 Bucks down the stretch, we don't play this game. Herbert is not the key to victory. You know what? You're right, though. Defense wins championships. I know it's a term that is kind of like beat to a dead horse, but you're right. Defense wins championships, and if the defense plays like they have been playing since week 14, we will get this dub. Ain't no question. But so those boys need to step up, and Kyle Van Noy needs to show them how to and lead this team to victory, or else we ain't going very far. So that's the truth. And when it comes to the Chiefs game, we need to show up and we need to turn up that game. If we actually get to the next round, Chiefs. It could be Chiefs next after the Jags. So. And then after that, it could be Bengals or Bills. Like these are all very hot teams in the AFC this year, And funny enough, there's not many teams in the AFC that have actually won championships. I was kind of pointing that out to my brothers, I know I just talked about how we don't really have, what happened in the history in the past didn't really matter, you know. But the reality is too is like, yeah, it matters to fans, I guess, you know, and it matters to maybe just mentalities and stuff like that, you know. But history kind of repeats itself, you know what I'm saying? So the AFC or the AFC championship, like there's like all of like 3 championships between all the teams that have won, and so but then on the other side, the NFC side, there's like 20. It's ridiculous how much of a contrast it is. Like, you know, they have a lot of championship teams on the other side in the playoffs right now. So, and in fact, the only team that has not won a championship in the NFC right now or in the playoff bracket, is the Vikings. But they're playing good, so they're gonna win it one of these days, you know. So, all right, so let's get on to Aether's comment here. So this is what I think will happen Saturday night, and what the Bolts will need to. Okay, well there it is. One advantage Trevor Lawrence has over Herbert is that he has a beautiful and sexy wife. Well, hey, you know what? I will actually take a disagreement there, because here's kind of my thoughts too. Is that because Justin Herbert does not have a wife, he can focus on football so much more. You know, he's not stressed about nothing else. He's just focused on football. He's focused on the game. He has no other distractions. And I'm not gonna say, you know, like, I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say that girls are only a distraction or whatever that, you know. But hey, I mean, but I will say that girls demand attention, and that does cause problems to us guys. You know what I'm saying? It does make us kind of a little crazy sometimes, you know, because if we're trying to do something and they're trying to make us do something else, that can kind of disturb the peace a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So, but we'll see. I mean, I'm sure. I mean, obviously, I'm not married, so I don't really know what I'm saying about that. You know, that's right, ladies. I am an eligible bachelor for not being married. So, but hey, I do a little bit of something. So yeah, so it's all good. Okay, so let's get back. Let's get on this. Like, that's right, Andrew. Let's get this dub. Okay, Steve Doyle says Spiller is a bust for this year. Is a third round pick. Third round pick should contribute more than he did. Well, the truth is though too is like Steve, I feel like he's more of a bust because we decided to pick up Sonny Michel. And you know, Sonny Michel, he was the biggest bust, and because we picked up Sonny Michel, that bumped Joshua Kelly back, that bumped Larry Roundtree back, and it bumped even Spiller even further back. And so if we never picked up Sonny Michel, we probably would have seen a lot more Isaiah Spiller this year. So I'm not too worried about Isaiah Spiller. I think we'll see more of him next year. So I think we'll have a good time. We'll see more of him that year. Let's see. I don't know if it's fair about Joe, because commenting about my stuff about Joe Lombardi. Herbert put those numbers up with Lynn and company too. Well, he put some of those numbers up with Anthony Lynn as well. The first year is as well, you know. But then the next year with Joe Lombardi at OC, he did even better. You know, he broke 5,000 yards the next year, first year under Joe Lombardi, and like he freaking crushed it. So I don't know, man. Mike White Mamba 10 says, do we know what color uniforms for Saturday? Yeah, well, we're gonna be in white for sure, because I mean it's an away game. I just don't know if it's gonna be yellow pants or if it's gonna be white pants. That's always the kind of the up in the air thing. I'm gonna probably take a guess that it's gonna be white pants. So that'll be my guess, just to kind of make it a little bit more colorful out there, I guess, for us. That's fun. Honestly, hey, throw out what are your guys' favorite jerseys? You know, like as far as the away jerseys, do you like the white on white, or you like the white on yellow? Myself, I like the white on yellow. I think it's pretty cool. It's just, I don't know. I've always been kind of I know white looks really clean like that, you know, but I've always liked the yellow, the gold pants. That's always like, I think it's pretty cool. Let's see. Weston Werbert. John Elway didn't win the Super Bowl until he had a dominant defense and running game. Herbert can't carry us to the Super Bowl win. Fact. You know, I mean, I can understand that as well. But the game of football changes a lot. And you're right. Like, I mean, a run game is super critical. We can't be super one-dimensional, because if we are, then they're going to be able to predict our every move. So, however, on that note, I don't really know the names of any running backs that ever played for the Patriots besides Sonny Michel. I don't remember many of them. So, like, we kind of live in a different era right now where the quarterbacks are super important. Super important, you know what I'm saying? And so, look, I mean, Tom Brady, he basically along with the pretty decent defenses. But then again, I don't really remember much of the other teams, like, players on the Patriots either, So, I mean, like, I agree, but I also disagree. Is that, like, Tom Brady, he basically carried that team through every single championship. And so, and honestly, I'm worried about the NFC with that, because, like, we're going to see playoff Tom Brady again. Frick, man. Honestly, I really wish that he would have retired. I was looking forward to him retiring so much, and I'm sure the rest of you guys were as well. But yeah, we're looking forward. We're all looking forward to the day that he actually officially retires. And let's say this, guys. The AFC is controlled by now young buck quarterbacks. The oldest one is Patrick Mahomes right now, at 27 years old. Like, but then I think we got Trevor Lawrence is now the youngest one right now in this, going into this playoff. So, but then it's a whole different story there on the NFC side. So it's just crazy to see that, like the old guys, the old guard are changing the shift now. So it's pretty wild. Yeah. So Carlos agrees with me too as well. What have you done for me lately matters. Yes, you're absolutely right. So I thank you for agreeing with me on that one. Yeah. So, what kind of sales are they in? I'm in sales too. Hey, C-Dog. Yeah. So, Andrew is in security tech sales, and then James, I'm not exactly sure. I think it's more tech sales as well. Yeah. So, and I myself, I actually work in the post-production industry for TV shows. So, I went the completely opposite direction. I didn't want to deal with sales too much. But yeah, that's all this. Yep. Aethers. Okay, so now he gets to his things. The key for Saturday victory's defense brings pressure early and often, stopping the run. Yeah, baby, we got another Chargers touchdown. Let's go. We got a touchdown, baby. Let's get this going. All right, there we go. So we hit 30. No, okay, so look at this, fellas. Look. So the simulation's saying that we're going to flip the script on the Jaguars. Man, that was another Justin Herbert ran for a touchdown. That's what's up. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, baby. We got to make it happen. That's right. I'm so juiced for this game. Holy smokes. Sorry, guys. I just get a little excited sometimes. Okay, so get back to the Aether's comment. The key for Saturday's victory is to bring pressure early and often, stopping the runs, putting the Jags in the third and long offense, be aggressive early, so Lombardi stop playing around. Yeah, 100%. Like if we're gonna make get this victory, we need to make that. We need to make Trevor Lawrence, kind of scared to be in that pocket. I don't think he doesn't have like the legs, kind of like that. And the magic that Patrick Mahomes has. And so defense is going to be super important in this game. We need to be sticking to the wide receivers like glue, like white on rice, baby. And Trevor Lawrence got to be uncomfortable in that pocket. And we need to keep up that pressure all game long. But I'm sure that my bros and UCF Jaguars will talk more about that on tomorrow's show. So... Yeah. I know there's a lot of boat babes that are single. It's okay. I'm not really single right now though, so just saying, just throwing that out there. So yeah. See, Aether says take shots downfield early. I believe the Bolts will win 34-21. Hey, I would like to see that, but like I'm really expecting a shootout. Like this has been Trevor Lawrence's best year in his career so far. So I think that we're going to see quite a bit out of him, and so I'm expecting, like I said, a shootout. So not I don't think it's going to be a dominant game for us. I think I might have a bit of a heart attack. So in my opinion, I hope it won't happen, but I think it will be sad and suck if Burrow and Bengals get their first ever ring and trophy before us. I'm the same way. Like, honestly, I feel like, I would love for the Chargers to actually get our win before them. That way we can prove that Justin Herbert may have been the better first round pick than Joe Burrow and Jalen Hurts and Tua Tagovailoa. Man, I can never pronounce his name right. That's what I really want to see. I want to see us get the ring first, please. I want to see that happen. So, yeah, I agree with you, White Mamba 10. Like white on yellow, that's me. Western Herbert says white and yellow is clean. Yes, sir. Aether agrees. White jersey, yellow pants, or Chargers Jags will wear green jersey, white pants is been revealed already. All right, what's up? Hey, what's up, Primo Pablo? I didn't see you in here just now. Like I'm a little slow in the chat right now. Hope I'm doing. Yeah, man, I'm doing real good, real good. Cool as hell meeting up with you at Thunder Alley. All the Chargers play against the Lamb. Hey, by the way, Pablo, I don't know if you saw, but yeah, we're all Thunder Alley's mostly going to be at Tom's, the Watch Place over there in downtown LA. So if you're around, come through, bro. It's gonna basically be Thunder Alley in downtown LA. Like it's gonna be most of the folks there are gonna be there. We're gonna be hanging out. I'm gonna be possibly trying to do a live stream while I'm there. I'm hoping that I can actually if I can just get a hard line to set up my station. Then we Gucci. We making this happening. But hey, I don't know, man. I'm excited to see what's good. But yeah, I would love to see you out there, you and Nelson and whoever else might show up. I think Nelson's actually down there in San Diego, right, or something like that. But hey, I'm excited to be out there. It's gonna be good. So good look at the Patriots' yards per run. Go look at the yards per run on their defense. You're bugged out here. A name is, but here's the name, Corey Dillon. Dude, I don't remember his name. I don't remember Corey Dillon at all. Like, that name sounds not familiar with me at all. I will admit that it's probably because there was a couple of times that I didn't play fantasy football, and so I didn't really pay attention to all the players like that. It's like, all right. But I will look into what the Patriots' yards per run carry were back in those dynasty years and stuff like that. But Corey Dillon, oh shoot. Oh, hang on a sec, folks. It always does this to me. That's right. Remember you got to touch it every once in a while. Hang on a sec. There you go. We back in business, boys. Yeah. Yeah. Corey Dillon. I remember, wasn't it Urlacher on the team for a while for defense? Obviously we all know Wes Welker. That's a name that we all remember, and it kind of burned us a little bit on. Yeah, Steve, I like the score on this one as well. So, The score is beautiful. Let's turn it into real life. That's right, Carlos. Let's do it. Yeah, Pablo, let's get hyped, baby. Let's go. Bolt Bros. Let's do it. True or false? We need Mike Williams to win Saturday. White Mamba, I'm going to say no. I think we can make the win without him, but I would love to see him out there to actually make the win. So I believe that Josh Palmer will step up, and we will actually make a strong run, even if Mike Williams is not in the game. So, but yeah, but even then, it's not going to matter because Mike Williams is going to play, and we are going to have a great game with him on the field. That's how I know. Okay. So, Carlos, don't worry, Buffalo is winning the ring this year. Josh Allen is hungry and very dangerous. Buffalo, I'm worried about my bro. Yeah, I mean, I'm actually really worried about Buffalo as well. I mean, they got a very complete team. Just like they had, like even last year we looked at it, at all the numbers and stuff like that. You know, Buffalo was the most complete team out of all the teams in the league, actually. And they are still a very complete team. And so I think that they actually have realistically the best chance of making a win this year. And anyway, and honestly, like the NFL's kind of okay. So sorry, this is the big thing that I wanted to talk about as well. So obviously, you guys know that I'm in the film industry and I am in TV and stuff like that. And I think about story a lot. And I think about, and if you ask me, the NFL is still a story too. What stories do you think the NFL really wants to push year over year? And you know, this kind of goes into our conspiracy video a little bit last year too. And so one of the biggest things that I think that the NFL wants to kind of tell in stories this year is, of course, they want to complete that game, the Buffalo and Bengals, the Bills and Bengals game. They want to complete that game. So that's why I really think that Buffalo and Bengals are going to win their games, and they're going to play in the divisional round together. But then they also want to, they like to see the rivalry between Patrick Mahomes and Justin Herbert. That's kind of a big thing as well. Because that is a twice-a-year game, and that we always do see that Patrick Mahomes and Justin Herbert always have really good games, and they're very close, and it's just always fun to watch those games. So, and obviously, let's just be honest too, is that the NFL really loves Patrick Mahomes. I feel like they're kind of in bed with him right now, and so they want to see him win as much as possible. So. Yeah, and then on the NFC side, you know, this could be Tom Brady's last time playing finally, hopefully, fingers crossed. And so there's going to be a lot of talk about him, talking about playoff Brady back in action, and it's just wild to see, you know. And so that's just it. Like they're sowing seeds of stories in all of the all of the games. Yeah, and I think that I think realistically the Bills now have the best story going into the playoffs because of just DeMar Hamlin's situation, you know, and it's very tragic that happened. And I hear that, you know, for their game in the wild card is that DeMar Hamlin, he's not going to be suited up, but he is going to lead the team out of the locker room, and that's going to be a huge moment for fans at Buffalo and for the entire league in the NFL. So it'll be really cool to see that, because apparently the guy is a really good person as well as a pretty decent player. So I like that scene. There. Yeah. So the only other thing too is with the Niners, I suppose, is that you know, Brock Purdy, you know, he was the absolute last pick of the draft. They call him Mr. Irrelevant, and apparently he's being very relevant right now because the Niners needed him to step up, and they have made him win, do really well, and made him being actually a very good person or quarterback. So that's a really interesting thing. So like that's kind of where I'm looking at. I'm looking at stories, not necessarily just the performance of the team. So yeah. So that's right, Pablo. Tom's downtown LA. It's gonna be wild. We all gonna have a good time there. Steve Doyle says, will the Bolt Bros get tickets to the Super Bowl if the Chargers are in it? Look, Steve, hey, I will sell both of my kidneys to get into that game if I have to do it. Hey, actually, I might actually start an OnlyFans. If we win this game, if we win this game against the Jaguars, I might actually start an OnlyFans game. You know what? I might just start selling pictures of my feet, and some dirty underwear. Or something like that, if I have to. Shoot, like I'll start wear game worn sunglasses. That's what I'll start selling too. Game worn jerseys. Socks. I'm gonna sell my socks. Whatever I gotta do. I gotta start selling some stuff in order to actually make sure that I can get to that Super Bowl. If the Chargers are there, I need to raise some funds real fast right now. That's all I'm saying. I would love to be at that game. Holy smokes, guys! Look, I even joked about it too. Is that like I might even consider just quitting my job in case like I have to be out there for 2 weeks or 2 weeks beforehand. I'm gonna be hanging out with Bolt Pride 602 all week. I'm gonna probably be sleeping on their couch. I'll be sleeping, someone else's couch. My parents are out there, so I'll probably sleep on their couch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but man, it'll be fun. It would be amazing. I don't care, man. I $10,000 a ticket probably. Shoot, Lord have mercy. Ugh. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, man. I don't know about you, but like I said, I'll sell my kidneys to make it happen. Touche, Bo Babes. Okay, so if anyone thinks Tom Brady won those Super Bowls on his back is bugged out. Fact. Tom Brady played with a stacked roster his entire career. Fact. Oh my God, Weston. So get the Bo Babes to sell farts in a jar. That might be part of the OnlyFans as well. Hey, some people are into that. You never know. I don't know, man. Like, look, Tom Brady is like he has. I think he sold his soul to the devil. That's why he's so good, and that's why he's been able to win so many championships. But I don't know, man. That's just me, and that's what I think. But I mean, obviously, I'm maybe I am bugged out. I don't know. Like, it's just like. And maybe I give him too much credit. I don't know. We'll see. I'll look at more of the numbers and I'll get back to you on that. So, I believe the Bolts will play the Chiefs and Buffalo will play Cincinnati. My AFC Championship game, Chargers versus Bills. Bolts will come up short, 27-24 Bills. Move on to Arizona and get the ring. I can see that scenario happening, and a lot of us actually, with the way the roster that we have. We actually do believe that we are kind of an AFC Championship or bust team right now because we have so much good talent on our team that, like, if we miss the AFC Championship game, it would be an absolute bummer for us. But then again, we don't have Slater and we don't have J.C. Jackson in. I do know Oh man, sorry Nelson. I just realized that some of your chats did not kind of come through. You're right though. I don't know, man. I mean, I know J.C. Jackson is not like he's in a tough situation, but I mean, I think he's actually pretty good. So he's a great player. I know he had a bit of an issue and he kind of broke the streak on the Chargers clean record or whatever like that. But hey, whatever. It is what it is. So respect the player, not the. Respect him what he does, not what he on the field, not what he does on the outfield. That's how I feel like. So, yeah. So, hey guys, don't forget to press the like button. Oh yeah, thanks, Bolt Babes. Yeah, please. If you can, please just smash that like button. It really helps the algorithm, helps us get our content out there. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. We would really appreciate that as well. And You know what? There's a couple people. No, there's not. Like, and guess what? Too is like if you do it while I'm doing this, something like this will probably will happen for you guys. If it'll ever pop up in a second. No, I'll do this. So something like this will pop up on the screen. Where's it at? There you go. So yeah, like Bold Our Blood 20. It's actually pretty fun. Actually, I really like doing that and stuff. Yeah. So, let's see. Aether says season tickets will automatically get ticket to the Super Bowl. No, they do not. We do not get automatic tickets to the Super Bowl. We get the option to buy a ticket, and like they have some on reserve. Actually, in fact, we do have the option to buy one early if we want to. I think it was like still $7,000. So yeah, that's still quite a bit of money. You know, I may have to take out like a, you know, like I said, may have to sell my kidney. I don't know. Maybe I'll go to a sperm bank or whatever like that and start just kind of like trying to raise some funds. Actually, it's not a bad idea. Actually, you know, it's like that. That's something else I can do. You know, maybe I mean do something I already do in my spare time. Heyo, get paid for it. Why not? So, show ain't for kids, folks. You know, we have adult conversations here. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. We just having fun here. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. What if, whatever it takes, Kyle. You know, we'll help you out if the Chargers make it. If the Chargers make the Super Bowl, the bowl is a pay-per-view ticket. That's a promise, sure. $6,700 was the cheapest ticket last year for the Super Bowl. I know, man, it's ridiculous. Weston Horwood, Tom Brady's ex-wife was a witch. I'll give you that. Yeah, you know, I mean, apparently she was kind of a nightmare during that whole early in the season for him, and so he was just like, man, I don't want to freaking hang around for this. That's why I want to go back and play in ball, you know. So sheesh. Aether says the only way the Chargers beat Buffalo in Buffalo by keeping Josh Allen on the sideline, running the ball. Problem, Kyle, our running game was not good enough to do that, my bro. That's why I believe we lose. You know, and that's a very valid point. You know, like I mean, Buffalo is so cold, man. Like I remember the freaking craziness that they had to actually change their stadium because of and not play there because of the blizzard that went through, and like there was like the stadium was covered in like what 5 feet of snow. Holy smokes, man! What a terrible place to live. I would never want to live in Buffalo. Couldn't do that, dude. I hate snow so bad. Snow is like literally the worst thing in the world to me. I'm sorry. That's why okay. So I lived in Utah for a while. That's where I went to college. And as soon as I graduated, I wanted to get out of there so fast. I was so done. Like I graduated in like the summer of 2015, and I did not want to stick around. I was like, nope. Like I packed my stuff up as quick as I could, and just moved out and just tried and pursued my career here in LA. And you know what? And it paid out. You know, like I got in, baby. And so I was in. Yeah, baby. You know what I'm saying? Pablo says the AFC Championship. Hey, oh, guess what? I got this right there. Because of that, I got my union stamp. Yeah. It's not a tattoo, but I don't really like tattoos, to be honest. I don't think I'll ever get one. So, but if I ever did, maybe that could be one. I don't know. And then this would be another one. Honestly, I really miss the shield. I wish that we used the shield a lot more, and not just the bolt. But I think it would be really cool if we had the shield up a lot more. I think it's always a good look, in my opinion. Yeah. So Pablo says AFC Championship would be big for our Bolts. Hopefully we can stay healthy and focused on a run to take it all. Yeah, no, 100%. I feel like I said, I feel like our goal is definitely to get to the AFC Championship. I would like to see that, for sure. Hey, I would like to see the Super Bowl. That'd be amazing. And I would like to see Eagles-Chargers Super Bowl. Yeah, that'd be amazing. Yeah. Steve says you should do a movie when we win the Super Bowl about Chargers 2023. Hey, maybe I will. Maybe I'll be part of that, you know. In fact, I've actually talked to some folks at Thunder Alley, They actually really want to do a kind of a documentary type thing, kind of like Hard Knocks, or kind of like All In, but it's about Thunder Alley. It'd be very raw, very like going through all the drama about what is put into making the tailgate. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that would be a good idea? I think it'd be really fun to do something like that. So like I would love to actually get set up with one of the people or some of the people there, and literally just do it behind the scenes with them, like kind of like all the prep for the whole week. So maybe I would do some stuff with Charger Dolls. Maybe I would do some stuff with Swoop and D. Maybe I would do some stuff with some of the Bolt Pride. Just kind of go through all like the major organizations there on the alley, and just kind of just go through it and really just find a story in there. I think that would be fantastic. That'd be super fun. I would love to do that. Obviously, it would take quite a bit of funding, because I would probably have to, sadly quit my job in order to actually run something like that and actually run that production. Yeah, it would be pretty interesting. I mean, let me know. Let me go. Would you guys be interested in watching something like that? Like before I even think about doing something like this, would you watch that? Do you think it would be good content? Would it be watchable for years to come? That's the kicker, Like they want that evergreen, baby. Yeah. It's okay, Kyle. If you don't want to pay for your ticket, we just pay for Andrew, or maybe Pablo. Whatever, Hey, apparently the Bolt Babes got some money. I mean, I guess they got an OnlyFans already, and I don't really know about that. I guess So hey, you guys, if you guys got an OnlyFans account, look them up. Look up the Bolt Babes to see what's shaking down there. That'd be pretty. That could actually be. You might find something. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you're gonna find, but hey, you might find something. Because they apparently got the money. They got the cash. So yeah. Yeah. So Aether says, I promise we need it. At least 145 yards rushing, no less with Lombardi. It sucks. We need prayers. Oh well, yeah. I want Brady. The best story will be Los Angeles Chargers was the team to send Tom Brady to retirement. Bucks 23-34. Ooh, that would be dope. That would be so dope, because then that would be amazing to be like, yeah, because Brady beat us in 2006 season, the 2007 playoffs. That game, holy smokes, that would be amazing for us to actually to put Tom Brady to bed. You know what? You are done. Get out of here. The old guard is over. You are done, sir. You are done. Get out of here. Get. Anyways, yes. Hey, what's up, Cody? How you doing? I appreciate you coming in and dropping into Duval. Like, hey, man, this is going to be a great game. Obviously, you see the score in the simulation, but, hey, it's just a simulation. We don't know if that's going to be true. We like the score. We think it's good. We think it's accurate. But, yeah, the proof is on the grass. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, we're going to go get some ass. I'll figure out that one later. That one actually could be a pretty good shirt idea, actually. Something like that. Prove it on the grass, or I don't know. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, help me out here, folks. What can we rhyme in there? Prove it on the grass, or something. Maybe ass, or cash. I don't know. Ash, cash, or grass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that stuff. Yeah. See. Oh yeah, we making the Thunder Alley SoFi would be awesome for sure. 100% we would watch it. I wouldn't mind the Chargers versus Niners Super Bowl rematch from '95. The Bosa brothers against each other. Yeah, that'd be really wild. But man, Nick Bosa is balling out. He's all pro for sure this year. Holy smokes. Oh, here we go with the Duval. Blah, blah, blah. Y'all are crazy. This is the only Herbert This is the only way Herbert is better than Lawrence. Madden. I bet y'all do. I appreciate the gesture, but babes, let's get this done. You got it, bud. Lawrence is way better than Herbert. Laughing. Laugh emoji. Well, look, Cody. I mean, here's the truth. I mean, I don't know if you're still in the chat, but we did see a statistic right now that Trevor Lawrence, this is his best year that he's had in football so far, and it was only a little worse than Justin Herbert's year this year. But apparently, guess what? This has been Justin Herbert's worst year in football so far. So that's saying a lot. You know, Justin Herbert is a baller for sure. I think Trevor Lawrence has a lot what it takes to actually be a better, a really top tier quarterback as well. But he's not better than Justin Herbert. And the reality is that, you know, like, we can't really say who is actually better than who until their careers are done. Let's be honest with each other, because, you know, we can't, like, just like Joe Burrow said, his window is his entire career in the NFL, however long it is, and however long he wants it to be, and however long he can actually play. And so there we go. We just got a pick right there, baby. Bryce Callahan. It's gonna be money. Yeah, and so, yeah.
So don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide
I can't. I like your comment there, Carlos. Though, prove it in the grass or get it in the ass. I'm joking. Pause. That's actually a pretty good one. I mean, I really like that a lot, actually. That's actually a really good shirt idea. Prove it on the grass or get it in the ass. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm not sure if many people are aware of that one like him. That'd be a really good one. Yes. I like it. I like it. So, but look, Cody, truth is, like, you believe in your guy, Trevor Lawrence. We believe in our guy. We have to back both of our quarterbacks no matter what. And what I'm saying is that, look, I mean, both of us have a quarterback that has, you know, the sky's the limit, and we're both looking, you know, super hopeful into our futures because of our quarterbacks and because of our defense and stuff. I feel like the difference maker is right now is that you guys got a really good coach right now. Doug Peterson has stepped up a lot, and I really like what he's done with the Jaguars and stuff. And so I think, honestly, you guys actually might be able to take the NFC South, and it could be a Titans-Jaguars conference for a while. So, and you might be able to take it away from the Titans quite a bit now, too. You guys just need a little bit more, and, like, it'll be good. Like, I'm really excited about this game. I don't think that this simulation is going to be very true. I think it's going to be much tighter, much closer game. But we will see. Prove it on the grass or take it in the ass. You know, I like it. Man, Carlos, that's a really good one. I like it a lot. And we'll throw some other ones out there. You know. Yeah, we need to make that one a shirt for sure. You know, so that'll be good. Cody says our defense is on fire right now, and ETN is gonna have a field day. Yeah, I mean we're very concerned about that too. You know, like, I mean, we all know that our run defense has not been super stellar, and so yeah. So we it's our destiny, man. Just saying, y'all can't fuck with destiny. Hey, I mean, I understand that. Yeah, like, and you know, we feel like we have a dynasty team coming up right now too. Like, I mean, yes, you know, we still are second in our division, and we still haven't won our division because it's lately it's been Broncos and Chiefs as far as winning the division stuff. But we got something special cooking, and so we actually think that our time is coming soon as well. So it's gonna be huge. You got it, bud. Our defense sucks, and ATN is better than Neck. Yeah, okay. So I don't know, man. Like I said, we both see. The biggest thing is though too is that both of our teams actually have. I'm gonna switch it up here. I'm gonna get back All right, yeah. So that's our results. 34-15 is the Madden prediction for this game. So, yeah. So this kind of wrap up some thoughts here. The reality is this: is that both of our teams are actually are getting hot super soon, fast. We both teams got super hot at the right times, and we all actually are really hopeful for our team. This is like the first time that the Jaguars have been in the playoffs for a long time. This is the first playoffs for for Trevor Lawrence, and for Justin Herbert, and so it's wild to see. It's wild to see which team can actually make it out on top. And I think the edge that the Jaguars have for this game is going to be the coaching, Doug Peterson. He has the experience of actually winning a Super Bowl underneath the Eagles, albeit that was a very stacked team at that time. And so that's kind of an interesting thought. However, I think there's another edge that the Chargers have, and it's that we actually got our loss off our belt already. And a lot of people don't really say too much about that, but I think that actually the fact that we actually had our starters in and they actually lost going into the playoffs, I think that is a better edge. And I feel like that loss kind of got the nervousness off a little bit, because we have to win from here on out. And so we relieved a little bit of pressure off of our heads because of that. Like in the NFL, let's be honest, the NFL is a results-driven thing, and the fact that we actually got that loss makes us actually a better team going into the playoffs now. I feel like, in because our starters played, like they actually felt like they could have done better or whatever. So it's going to give them some extra fire for this game. In my opinion, that's what I feel like. But then here's another interesting edge. So the Chargers are 3-0 when we go play on the East Coast this season. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just that every single time we prepare very well when it comes to going to the East Coast, I guess, for whatever reason. But here's an interesting thought I just had as well, is that it's a night game on the East Coast, which is actually like 8 o'clock East Coast time. And for obviously the Jacksonville players, that's 8 o'clock is 8 o'clock. But for us, the Chargers, that's actually like 5 o'clock. So we are 3 hours behind. And so, I mean, I get that they're athletes or whatever like that, but I'm saying we might have a little bit more energy into this game because we're not going into this game late night situation. We're going into this game like it's dinner time, maybe. That might be a little bit of an edge. I don't know if people talk about that much, but that's kind of an edge. And I'll take whatever edge we can get. Yeah. So we need Mike. Meeksy says yes, we need Mike Dub to play. So yeah, realistically, I think Mike Dub is going to play. I don't think he's going to sit. Look, this is the playoffs. We got to keep this thing going. It's like, you're right, Larry. One game at a time. Yes, sir. Let's do it. Carlos, don't at me. Yes, sir. We got you, man. We got you. Yeah, you got it, Dud. We don't have a chance. We probably shouldn't show up. Okay, sure. Weston, you're too easy. It's okay though. We've been proving it all year. Remember last time we faced off? Yeah, Cody. Well, guess what, Cody? That was we were a different team the last time we faced off. We're not looking at the tape for the last game that we played against Jacksonville because that tape doesn't matter. It's all stale, old and dusty. Because you guys have been playing differently all this half of the season, and so you guys have different team now. What happened previously doesn't matter. What happens now matters. What's in front of you matters. That's all it is. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, baby. Yeah. That's right. You got anything else? I think we beat you guys so bad y'all fire the head coach. Cody, it's very possible that if we do lose the game, we might fire Brandon Staley. I don't want to see that because I feel like it's going to be not going to be fair to Brandon Staley because he has contributed so much to this team. And a lot of people, yes, he has given a lot of people heart attacks, but I don't think that it would be fair for him if we actually just let him go. So that's my thoughts on it. Like, I don't want to see Sean Payton in. I don't want to see anybody else. I want to see Brandon Staley in. He's my coach. I believe in him. And hey, I might have to eat my words on that. I don't care. But I like Brandon Staley. I like what he brings to the team. I love the Church of Staley. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we should just forfeit Weston. Nah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We just having good jokes. Yeah. Why did it sit? Man, that's weird. The broom thing. Yes, fire the whole coaching staff. Anyone else? Okay, yeah. Anything else? The glass is half full, Bolt fam. Blow up the whole team. Release everybody and anything else. Weston at Pigskin Addict is looking for you. What's up, baby? Y'all are funny. Good luck this weekend. It's gonna be a good game. Honestly, yes, it really will be, Cody. I like I said, I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you have a good time. I hope you have a good place to go watch the game at. In fact, hopefully you're at the game. If you're living out there, go to the game, please. I would love to hear you talk about the game, because if you're actually there, because these playoff games don't happen very often, and when they do, a lot of people like to be out there. I do have one of our other friends going to the game. His name's Jason. He's gonna have a good time out there, so maybe you'll see him out there, so it'll be cool. Yeah. Pigskin Addict. He's kind of an interesting guy. He's very critical of the Chargers, and he actually points out a lot of the problems. So I actually would like to actually chat with him one day, get him on the show. I think that'd be really fun to have him on our show one of these days. Maybe we can try and set that up sooner or later, maybe in the off season. I think that'd be fun. And also, there's another guy, Chargers Truthier. I want to bring him on and chat with him too. He seems like a pretty good guy. He's got some good insights. Pablo, I like your angle, Kyle. 5 our time is 8 theirs. By the time the game finishes, we'll have put the kitty to bed and go for ass dinner. Yeah, that's just kind of the thought process, it's kind of late, and I know a lot of these players actually probably do wake up early in the morning to work out. Obviously, they're not going to do that for the game day and stuff like that, so, but if they are morning people, that's actually going to be different. So I feel like it is kind of an edge. So hey, Cody. Oh, that's dope. Hey, what kind of how good are the tailgates out there in Jacksonville? I would love to come out there for a game one of these days. I wish I had an opportunity to come out there for this weekend, but I unfortunately don't. But yeah, if we ever play Jacksonville, I would plan on actually coming out there in the regular season, because hey, why not? I want us to do it. I have a goal. I think it's on my bucket list. I think is that I want to experience every a tailgate for every team. I think it'll be really fun. So I don't have to necessarily go to the game, but I just want to experience the tailgates at all the different stadiums, because I got into tailgating with Thunder Alley this year, and I really realized that I have missed out on a lot, and I don't want to miss out on that anymore. So that's right. 43-17 bolts up, Larry. That's what's up. Can it be Saturday night already? I know, Carlos. I'm jonesing for it. Okay. Chargers got receipts. We ready. Yeah, that's a really fun video that they did. That's awesome. God bless you as well. Later, fellas. When we are willing, that's amazing. They are amazing. That's cool. That's cool, Cody. All right. Well, hey. All right. Well, I just wanted to kind of wrap up and just kind of reiterate a couple things. Number one, we had obviously a massive death in the Bolt fam this past weekend. Junior Seau's dad passed away. It's really sad for the Chargers community. He was obviously a legendary player, and his dad was obviously a valuable member of the community down there in San Diego, and so we're all pretty sad that happened. So if we win, we do it for him and his family. We're doing it for 5-5. Swoop, swoop. There it is. You know what I'm saying? Swoop and D's coming back. And it would be great to honor his memory by getting the win on this game in that regard. So, but if you're in the Arizona area, my brothers are going to be at the Ainsworth in Arizona, and they're going to be going as a watch party there. It's going to be a really good time. The Bolt Pride 602 is putting on. We like having a good time with them, and I think, but then if you're in the Los Angeles area, I'm going to be at Tom's in downtown LA, and I'm going to be potentially, we're going to be potentially linking those two bars together through a show that we're going to be putting on. Because I'm going to be over here in downtown LA, and they're going to be at the Ainsworth, and we're trying to work out the details about how to make that work and how to make that happen. If we can, that would be amazing. We're hoping that we can actually make that happen. It's going to be a good time. So yeah, again, and then here's the truth though too about Tom's. It's basically going to be like Thunder Alley. So we're going to have a good time there because like on the last game that they did that there, Bolt God was there, the Bolt Rachos was there, Charger Dolls was there, Los Rayos was there. It's amazing, guys. It's going to be so fun. We hope to see you guys there. I hope if you're not there, I hope you have a fun time at some place or like a party or a watch bar or wherever you want to go watch the game and to watch it with a bunch of Chargers fans because we are a family and we're going to bolt the F up. And what do we say? Family, trust, respect. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. All right, guys. But that's all I got for tonight. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me and watching the Madden prediction. We're looking forward to the game, and as always, bolt up. Let's go, Bolt Bros. Let's go. Where's my ending button? Oh my gosh, here it is. Ah!